So when you're looking at the context of what is actually financially strapping us, is it maintaining public lands or is it entitlement spending? I tend to lean towards entitlement spending, which Congress does not have a handle with. That is a lot more costly to us than, adding public land. And of course, there's an argument to be made that any parcel of land that is added, it does have to be managed well. That's what FLIPMA and all these other laws by Congress argues. Like, you need to have proper maintenance. President Trump signed in the Great American Outdoors Act that said public lands, especially managed by the National Park Service, have to be stewarded well. They have to have proper infrastructure. We saw the Biden administration balloon the maintenance backlog by an additional $8 billion. So it is extremely important that you do maintain lands. And again, that's what rewilding and preservation invite. But we have an administration now that's going to be able to manage lands and to steward the lands correctly, award more money for infrastructure to support, trails and driving and buildings on, National Park Service, BLM, Forest Service lands. They have the ability to do so. But in terms of making it, relate to the debt and deficit, where other areas are actually more indicative or are needing to be cut, and you want to put public lands on the chopping block because you think it's not valuable because it's unincorporated or unappropriated. Sorry, that's the term. Unappropriated, useless, ugly public lands. Maybe to the outsider it's ugly, but to the locals, maybe it's not ugly. And maybe these people are mischaracterizing how the lands function and what their purpose is. Because that could be an entryway to a trail to go hunting, or it could be, a byway that leads to a really cool trail. So like one man's, people underestimate, and I feel like it's a lot of outsider opinion, which is why I never try to lecture to people out West, because I am from the West. I'm a Westie. So I understand, outsiders coming in and dictating to you, telling you you need to sacrifice because of the debt and deficit, but it's not public lands. It's government spending elsewhere. And yes, there have been some programs under the last administration. They put these really crazy climate programs, which are wasteful and repetitive and don't do anything to bolster the mission of Department of Interior.